On behalf of the Minister of Education, Dr. the Honorable Nian Dolly, and myself, we thank you sincerely for the invitation to represent the Ministry of Education, Trinidad and Tobago. And might I say a special thank you to our Charge d'Affaires, Mr. Moore, for these innovative ideas and the fact that he keeps getting our young people in Trinidad and Tobago involved and in the forefront. As Minister in the Ministry of Education, a former teacher, I am a parent, and I have a deep appreciation for programs and projects that focus on helping and empowering our young people to navigate this ever-evolving digital and information era. I commend the team at SmartCheck and their collaborators, inclusive of the US Embassies of Port of Spain and Belize, for engaging in a program that will encourage and promote critical thinking, surrounding the validity and veracity of information and misinformation. The past 2 years have been a challenge for us all, and as adults, we have had an uphill battle, deciphering valid articles and claims, especially surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. The young people would have had an even greater challenge, wondering which way to turn for reliable and credible sources in their quest for trusted information. Some adults have added to their difficulty with their tendencies to share videos and articles with bold assurance without fact checking, consequently contributing to the spread of misinformation. So many of us in Trinidad know those good morning WhatsApp messages from auntie, tanty, uncle, and nenen, where they would tell us all what the virus was about and the misinformation, sadly, about vaccination. It is necessary to note that even while our beloved and savvy Gen Zs can easily multitask in the use of technology and social media proficiency does not always correlate with digital literacy. And what do I mean by that? Recent studies in the US have shown when it came to evaluating information that flowed through social media and fake news channels, it was a challenge to differentiate the genuine from the disingenuous. Young people today, inclusive of toddlers, because yes, along with my teenagers, I in my old age also have a toddler, they can very easily navigate the logistics of technology. However, when it comes to critical, analytical, and emotional deciphering of what is put before them via the technology, it is indeed up to us to continuously assist them in navigating this difficult digital world. The digital world is no different from the real world, with the same negativity, the same positivity, and the same need to know how to communicate. It's not enough to assume because young people know how to use the tools that they will automatically know how best to use it and how to effectively gain from it. I quote, in recent years, the term fake news has become popular as a paradigm of mis and disinformation. This term tends to be put this phenomenon within the framework of media organizations. However, the problem is more complex because it also involves other entities dedicated to deliberately producing and spreading falsehoods, as well as social networks and large internet platforms that work as global carriers of such misleading content. One must only look across to Europe and what is currently taking place in that landscape to understand what I mean by that. With the growing availability of devices, data, Wi-Fi, increased ease of access to multiple social media platforms, and the ability to go viral, they have caused many so-called overnight experts to pop up, many of whom promote their own opinions and agendas, some creating outright falsehoods, many times designed to inflame, to anger, enrage, to boost not just passions, but prejudices. With all the foregoing points in mind, I note and endorse the goals of this Fact Check initiative, which are to provide a curriculum educating on fake news and disinformation of citizens for youths between the ages of 15 and 25, because these young people will teach the older ones, and they will also teach their siblings what is the best way to decipher what is true. Within Belize and Trinidad and Tobago, we need this generation to lead the way forward, to educate on the social and economic impact of disseminating fake news, to nurture an informed public that utilizes fair judgment, critical thinking, and promotes fact checking that disrupts online falsehood and decreases the spread of fake news. These goals are both relevant and needed to ensure that the program equips the participants with the right mindset and tools to navigate information and communication. Education is multidimensional and dynamic. Everyone has a part to play. No role is too unimportant. There's no role too small. The government cannot do it alone. The US government cannot do it alone. Therefore, we welcome and encourage valuable players, private sector agencies, nonprofit organizations, and other agencies to engage in activities and initiatives that contribute to an education system to become one of learning, growth, and support that helps and inspire our young people to believe and achieve their dreams. To the young people that are participating here today, I remind you that learning is a lifelong process. It comes in both formal and informal settings. You'll be presented with many learning opportunities like this along your life's journey. Absorb all what you can from this program. Do not be afraid to ask questions, and of course, enjoy the process. We are in the fastest evolving era of all time, and your generation, more than any other, is charged with an even greater responsibility to keep up. Because you are not just our future leaders, you're also our current leaders who will take us to the next level with your ingenuity. I ask you to remember a quote by Zig Ziglar. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. Thank you very much.